Lightvessel if you could go.
Yeah, the cast is fantastic.
Nice.
You come by
brilliant.
Some of his
Absolutely
lines are really
brilliant.
funny. You saw it in Australia,
Yeah.
you're the premiere.
Yeah, we went to the premiere last
Did they
Tuesday
roll out the
night.
red carpet for you?
Yeah, they did.
they?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Bill Nye had a drink with us.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
fantastic!
I got 2 pages in the Sunday Mail, and then we got we did an hour's television, which is shown on the 11th of May.
Yeah.
And
over this weekend, and we'll tell you more about that later in the programme. We've got some special guests as well. Let me just give you a clue about one of them.
Get the ice in my head! Right weather with some sunshine right the way through the day, but the further west and south you are, the more like... Bye-bye!
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Pirate BBC Essex, with some of the original disc jockeys, will again be broadcasting live from lightvessel 18 moored at Harwich throughout the 4 days of Easter. They should be warned, our historic old town has in the past had to deal with pirates and the like, and we still have a prison cell in the Guildhall for that purpose. Nevertheless, Harwich bids you a warm welcome and hope you enjoy the film The Boat That Rocked, currently showing at the Electric Palace, and your visit. God save the Queen!
The centre! Quick! March!
Oh yeah, come on. That's right.
Any other little ones?
Now, I'm going to go back to the ship because the BBC still have some work to do to make it all happen for you from tomorrow. If you're up bright and early, listen for the test transmissions from around about 5:45. We are really going to do that on the BBC Essex transmitters, and then programmes get underway with Ray Clark's breakfast show on Pirate BBC Essex from 6 a.m. But that's it from me for now. Have a great evening. Let me introduce the real pirates, the ones who made it all possible back in the 1960s. And I'm so pleased that we have 3 of them here tonight just ahead of our very special weekend. Will you give them a big warm welcome? I'm going to call them out one by one. First of all, Norman St. John. Joining Norman, Mr. Dave Cash. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Emperor Roscoe. Gentlemen, have a great night. Thank you.
I'll have this one, shall I?
Okay,
I'll
the
tell you
one that
what.
works.
It works? Yours works?
Could you put in a few extra quid? We need
Yours work, Mike.
Oh, Roscoe.
I'm humping and thumping, my man.
Okay, and now I'd like to welcome you to the ABBA show. Boom! We didn't know 40 years ago what we did would even be remembered, let alone we make a film of it. And it really is funny. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. You guys, you can talk.
Can I talk now?
That wasn't bad, Dave.
48.
Can you hear all right throughout the room? Okay, because, you know, we've been rocking and rolling for so long. All audio is too low. You always need more volume.
Of course, we're all deaf as well.
But a lot of you have those little devices, so we don't want to blow up any earplugs or anything. But once again, you know, it's all been said before, but now you're going to see it in full color. And you're going to love the music, I can promise you that. You're going to enjoy the spirit, because down here you felt the spirit almost more than everybody did up north. So you're going to feel the spirit, you're going to enjoy the music. Then we get into the DJs. Don't you start saying that's him, that's him, that's him. It's impossible, really, because they're all kind of like chameleons a little bit. And there's like 3 of somebody in one and 3 of somebody. Did you not find that? You know,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it was...
I thought I was the girl cook for a while.
Yeah, your lesbian tendencies have been known for a long time. There's always the girls with it. But seriously, I think only John Peel really could be ID'd 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked like it, but he
100%,
was
yeah.
the only one that really, because he was the crazy hippie that, you know, lived for his wife.
Yeah. Are we done?
We're done.
Pirate BBC Essex with Ray Clark on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave.
Pirate BBC Essex. Morning. When we did this in 2007, we said this could be the last time. We were fibbing. Morning, it is the Pirate. We're back. Lock up your daughters.
Okay, Thunderclap Newman, and that's what we're about, something in the air. And thank you, Pia Charlotte from Provence, is it? Yes. Sun is shining beautifully in Provence. You're listening online, enjoying the program, and the rockin' lovely lady behind you. Oh, yes. Well, that's Emily email. But the thing is, we have to play Little Richard to get her going. So if you email in at essex.pirate@bbc.co.uk, we get enough emails in, we'll put more Little Richard on and make her dance for you. And around the east and south of England on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave. And we have had a ton and a half of emails, just come crazy. Please can we have Emily email dance some more? Okay, are you ready to dance, baby? You're going to show the world what you're made of. Yay! I do apologize. I'm totally and utterly out of breath. We had Emily email drag me out onto the deck for all the people in Harwich and made me dance. Of course, I wasn't willing to. I was forced, but it was a bit of fun. Hello to Bruce Seaton in Colchester. He said, I wonder if you play any Billy Fury track for all friends at billyfury.com, and please mention Billy's mum, who has just celebrated her 88th birthday. Wow, well done you. A big thanks to Harry for organising a great time at the sunny side of Northampton with the Billy Fury Remembrance Weekend. Okay, my friends, here we go. If you can, get down here today. The weather's gorgeous. Pat and David listening online in Cyprus. Hello, you too. Sunny Cyprus. Well, greetings back from sunny Harwich. It's beautiful here. And said, I've just been watching the camera and Roger's thinning spots. Oh, did he open his shirt and show his chest? I didn't know that. P.S. Emily, don't let the boys get into too much trouble. No, she won't. She's gone off somewhere. Gone off. Probably run away. And David and Pat Bowden usually send me a joke or two for the BBC Across the South show that I do tomorrow night when I'm going to compete with Johnnie Walker again, just for a change. And the joke they sent today, thank you guys, a little boy went up to his father and asked, Daddy, where am I getting my intelligence from? The father replied, well, son, you must have got it from your mother, because I've still got mine.
You know, you have one of your favourite tunes of all time, and I have to be quite honest with you, that is one of my favourite tunes of all time. It's one of those songs that every time you hear it, it just really does bring back the memories. On Pirate BBC Essex, and this is Jodie. Two great songs to end on.
Right, it looks like we're doing
okay, so
news, travel and weather. So once you've played the horn and done the station ident,
where does this go?
CD12, I've got it here I think. CD12, yeah. A lot of the jocks really like this one.
Just think, isn't it amazing? Coming down the road, we'd be listening to this coming off this disc, going through that needle.
It's amazing,
and these
isn't it?
transmitters.
What a technology.
Isn't radio just amazing? God, honestly. Right, now then, can I, am I allowed to talk over the instrumental or not?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just want to finish some of these, and then I'm done these, and that's great. And you want to keep these, so I won't throw them away. I did, for effect, tear one up.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's fine.
Now I need to start this almost immediately, don't I?
Yeah.
So it's on CD1.
So when we get to the top of the hour, that horn,
yep.
The station ident,
yep.
travel,
yep.
Then I'll read, and while I'm reading, put that one in.
Yep.
And when I finish the travel, I'll do the weather.
Yep.
If they bring me a weather, and Steve, I don't know what Steve's supposed to be starting with, but he'll come in and do that.
Okay. So it's that. I do the ident.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
And then while you're reading,
yeah.
that goes in there.
That's it.
Play that.
Yeah.
You give me a point.
Yeah.
Then you'll do the weather.
I will.
I think they're going to finish more or less on time, you know.
We're going to be fine.
Mostly due to you, I can assure you.
Only weather, we can't get into the travel.
Can I read the same as before then?
Well, he wants to be.
Might be out of date.
Just do the weather?
Yeah.
We're just going to do the weather. We're just doing the weather.
Oh, just the weather?
Yeah.
Stay.
Sunny days and very, very, very green grass, I have honestly to say. That's what that reminds me of. And I'm not surprised either. Isn't that great? That's Jodie Miller and Home of the Brave. And I just had to play that because I heard Roger playing it this morning. And thought if ever there was a song for outsending and depilating, then most certainly it's that. Dave Rogers, thanks very much indeed, Dave, for your email. It's lovely to hear from you. And also to Andy as well. Andy, I'll make sure that you have my number. We will meet up and you can buy me a beer for a change. Thanks very much. And also to thank very much indeed Jonathan, who's kept me in order. And to Steve, who with a load of other people made this possible as well. And it's been great being with you. And right after the 3 o'clock bit, it's going to be Steve. Norman St John is with you a little bit later. Then Keith Cardboard. And tonight between 9 and 12, the Emperor Roscoe. Roger's on tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, and then Mike Ahern, Dave Cash and Norman St John as well. Whatever you're doing on your Saturday, make it a good one. I'm Steve Merrick. And I think that's it. So, yeah, bye.
Well done, Steve. what do we do at 3? Just the horn?
The horn, travel, yeah.
Horn, travel.
Then the weather.
Right, are we doing...
Yeah, we are doing travel again now.
Okay.
It's reappeared.
Okay.
Do you want me to drive that, or are you
Yes.
driving it?
No, you drive it.
I'm no fool,
Thanks,
mate.
Sorry, mate.
No, I'm just clearing out for you.
Do you intro it yourself?
No, you introduced me.
So, horn, it's 3 o'clock.
He doesn't know any better than I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you honest man.
Horn, I don't. Play the travel jingle and introduce me over the bed. Alright?
This is Pirate BBC Essex, 729
BBC Radio Pirate Essex.
Shut up.
Oh, don't.
Pirate Essex BBC.
Then they need to go in place. There's no. Oh, your weather's there as well, isn't it?
Yeah. When that one's, well, I'm reading that. You take that one out.
Oh, you do it. You get the first CD ready, Kat?
Sorry.
Ah!
Sorry.
You ready?
I'm ready.
It's 3 o'clock. This is Pirate BBC Essex on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave and online at bbc.co.uk/Essex.
Pirate BBC Essex.
Busy on the roads today. Jonathan Taylor has the latest.
Indeed so. There are long delays on the M25.
It's actually at the wrong
Oh,
speed,
is
that
that
one.
my
But there you go.
fault? I'm sorry.
Is it your fault, Kat, or was that my fault?
It could have been both our
Well,
faults.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
Just
tell you
change the
what.
speed. Change the speed,
It's
and
all
we'll,
changed. I'm gonna rewind it.
we'll
As
play
you
it
can
again.
with vinyl.
That's
There
all
you
right. Go for that.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Keith West. Another one, the I owe you.
Almost there.
We almost got it right.
We're sorry.
Into you.
Perfect. Okay. You've
Right.
got vinyl next as well.
Okay.
So issue that up because it's the last track.
So yeah, Steve Scruton with you for a couple of hours this Saturday, Good Friday afternoon. The sun's shining. It feels like a Saturday. It feels like weekend because it's Easter. And who would have thought all those years ago, when those radio heroes got together back in the 1960s, 1964. What on earth had they created? And then in 2004, what did we create? Pirate BBC Essex. From that little thought, what happened, eh? Well, this is what happened. We're back.
This is Pirate BBC Essex on the air. Where you're here.
Bit of history. But this is the
I've
best
got
bit.
an advanced copy of it.
I thought I was missing one. Never mind.
That was just a rotary pipe.
It was a rotary pipe desk, wasn't it?
Standard stuff. Hi. Hi, Mum! Hi, Mum! In case you see the DVD.
It's a man with a...
Do you want a drink, Roscoe? Nothing. Just finished lunch.
I'm going to go and find this guy.
Okay. I had a Corona and that was it, you know. I'm going to have a nap in a minute and get ready for my late night stint. Good. Are you clipping on the boat or back at the pier?
That jest. That jest.
I think you should stay here.
We've got
That's what's telling me. Right at the
Skues
back.
is in one.
Yeah. You should be right at the back there, under the speakers.
Oh my God. He's still my heart.
Well, when you think about it,
He's
really,
still my heart.
it's better than lying with a transistor under the pillow, though, isn't it?
Yes, this
I
is
put
true.
my time in. I know what it's like.
This is classical gas. Now this wasn't out till 1968, surely.
That's right.
He's
This is
gone
the
out.
acetate. He's just got
Who's programmed out of?
He's just gone outside. That's the fourth record to do. We can't have this.
But you see,
There's something in the air this morning. Thunderclap in, which was 69.
Shame,
Then we had Homburg, Procol Harum, which was after the 67.
Did you like the Matrix I sent you? The numbered Matrix when you sent me
Yeah, but the problem was
1,200 bloody things.
Yeah, the problem was when I went to take them out, I'd added others, so all the numbers were out of sync. But luckily, I think quite a few of the ones you chose were among artists with several songs. So I think I may have got the artists.
And that took 2 hours to go through.
Yeah, but I took your message. Keep it soul, keep it pumping.
Yes, the Isle of Man government, through the Manx National Heritage, has been running an exhibition about Radio Caroline up on the island since I think it was in June last year, and it's going to run right the way through to August of this year. And it encompasses all the history of Caroline and what went on and the people that worked on the ship and everything else. And it was partly brought about by the fact that when the Marine Offences Bill came into force all those years ago, the Isle of Man government found out that the British government basically viewed the Isle of Man as a colony. And as many people know, much of the Isle of Man has a history going back so far, and it has a parliament which is older than ours. So the end result of the Marine Offences Bill was that it brought about fundamental changes to the Isle of Man constitution, and because of that the radio ship Radio Caroline is held in high regard by the people on the Isle of Man. And anybody can see the exhibition. It runs until August of this year, and it's held in the House of Manan in Peel on the Isle of Man.
We like that one. We like that one a lot. We've come out on the deck, and I was saying a few moments ago to Jonathan Taylor, who's presenting a programme very soon on Pirate BBC.
Well, Sunday morning at 3 o'clock, yeah?
It'll come before you know it, I
I
tell
know,
you.
I know,
The
yeah.
time is flying. And Jonathan, you are our Twitterer on board.
I'm an occasional Twitterer, yeah.
You are a Twitterer. What's the latest Twitter?
Well, I saw the last one was about Tim going to get some sausage rolls. And I noticed the sausage rolls are no longer here. So my question is, who ate all the sausage rolls? And I noticed that Tim and Chris have gone for a lie down. Not together, obviously, but they've gone for a lie down. So they're probably having an after lunch snooze.
I now know where the sausage rolls are.
Exactly.
I know exactly where the sausage rolls are. Jonathan, thanks for that. Keep the Twittering up.
I will do.
What do people have to do if they want to read your Twitters?
They have to go to twitter.com and just go and search for PBBCE, and then they'll find it. Then they can become a follower of the PBBCE Twitter.
He says that so well. I'm glad you said that and not me. And the reason I've come out on deck is I just want to go and say hello to a few people, because I'm with all my mates this afternoon, and somebody here said they had something to do with Johnnie Walker a little while back, probably around 1966-ish. Hello,
actually.
67.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Carol.
Hello, Carol. Now, what is
Hello.
it that you did with Johnnie Walker back in 1967?
We flashed our lights at Caroline.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
Can you remember the questions that were asked at the time?
Well, I can remember that he asked our names, obviously, and I was with a guy called Peter, and so he found out Peter's name first, and then he asked my name, and when he found out it was Carol, obviously that was interesting because of Caroline, and then he tried to find out our ages. And it was a bit more difficult for me because I was 21, but he would come up to 20, he would go 18, 19, 20, and then he'd say over 21 then, so 21, 22, 23, 24, but he would never say 21. And of course that was what I was, 21. And so he would never get to 21 for some reason.
So he never
And
found
he
out you were
never
21?
That's right. He never found out that I was 21.
Can we make sure Johnny knows when he comes to the ship on Saturday evening that she was 21 all that time ago?
And so I'm just wondering if he could remember that incident when we were on radio. So
I wonder. Well, I happen to know that he is listening to Pirate BBC Essex, so
Is
he
he
might be listening to you right now, and maybe he'll have an answer for you when he's with us tomorrow. You never know.
Hello, Johnny.
Hey, I'm getting some vibes here. I don't think you're not interested in talking to me, are you? It's Johnny you want to talk to. I tell you what, it's a case of bye-bye love as far as I'm concerned. I think.
And that's one of our Australian friends, Frank Ifield, and I Remember You. And of course, we all remember you, and we remember you from back in the 60s during the real pirate radio days. And of course, in those days, we were 3 miles off the coast of England. And but today, they've actually brought the ship in. And I think it's very appropriate that we also hear now from the Walker Brothers.
Lovely stuff. Which one would you like? You can pick. Go for it. We've got different ones. Where we've got the on the air or at sea.
At sea.
Okay, we'll take out the horn and on later.
Okay.
Do you want to put that in for me? Nothing on. So where are you staying as you're in? Obviously.
Sorry?
Are you staying in Colchester, somebody said?
No, only last night.
Only last night.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm
you're
staying
here.
at the pier,
Ah, fantastic. Speaking, it's the best hotel to stay at.
We do this one now?
Okay.
He's not asking for a song.
No, you can do that one, or we can do that after. Yeah, do it next.
Yes, okay. What a fabulous song that is from the Walker Brothers. Remember them? They're a really tremendous group, and my ship is coming in. Well, today we've come in, and we'd like to thank all those people who have come down to the Halfpenny Pier in Harwich today. It's certainly lovely to see you again. Yeah, we're at sea, all right. Well, actually, we're not really at sea. We're tied up to the Halfpenny Pier. And this is Pirate BBC Essex, and we're broadcasting on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave. And if you'd like to listen to us online, you can do so at bbc.co.uk/Essex, and then click on the picture of the boat. Hi Charlie, how are you? We've got an email here from Charlie. Brilliant to hear you all again. I was there with my radio all those years ago listening in, and I wish you were back permanently. Well, they said this is the last time. Maybe not. Then, anyway, not just for 4 days. I remember all the pirate years from start to finish, the sinking of Radio Caroline on the beach at Trenton. That was the most scary night of my life. The pleasure boats at Clacton that took us around both Caroline and Radio London, and you often went on board. Did you really? I don't know how you did that. Charlie, you don't, is that a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
The movie that came out, the Boat That Rocked, if you haven't seen it, take the opportunity to go along and see it. It's absolutely fabulous. However, I've got to tell you, it's not necessarily true to life that happened on the pirate station. But then again, it's a great movie, and if you haven't been so, or done so yet, go along and have it. It's fabulous. Okay, right now we're going to have Paul Jones for you, and High Time, and then we're going to have another one with Chris Farlow. Remember Chris Farlow? And it's Out of Time.
High Time request
Lovely stuff.
for the William Tell Overture. Which,
really?
Well, Norman will know, is the theme tune of Radio City, apparently.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'm just going to get the back-to-back.
And that's another one, Play Anything with Jim, Diane and Family.
Okay, so yeah,
it's a request, but
you hold on
unspecified.
to both of those for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a double play on Radio BBC Essex and we had Paul Jones and High Time and Chris Farlow, and we're out of time, so it's all about time these days. And don't forget tonight at 7 to 9 o'clock we've got Keith Skues, my old good friend. He should be driving down now, I guess, somewhere. And of course, don't forget that from 9 to 12, we've got Emperor Roscoe. Now, I'd like to say hello to Paul X, the DG at Croydon Hospital Radio. Hi, Paul X, how are you? Thank you to all involved in this fabulous project. Can you please play from King Radio Shivering Sandsport, the William Tell Overture and the theme tune, and we're most certainly happy to do that. It's by Sounds Incorporated.
And then afterwards, if you want to do the Tony's straight afterwards.
We'll do that one next.
Yeah, and then do you want to go straight into a song? How do you want to play it? Or do you want to talk after Tony, or?
We've got a request. Well, what are we? Oh,
well,
this is the one on now.
We've got one request. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
we'll
okay.
just leave
We
that
can
one.
put it in.
Yeah,
So we do
okay.
Cliff Richard afterwards. Okay. So we'll do Tony then, please.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Which is vinyl.
So we're finished with that.
We're finished with Tony. Yeah, we put Tony back. You can do the horn again, or we can pick another one of whatever you want. Or
Okay,
we
well we might do that one next.
straight after the shadows, yeah.
Yep.
Cliff, rather. I'll just get the next track.
What's the oldie we're playing? Or is that it?
I think
they're all
so.
old.
Yeah. I hadn't had anything else picked, but we can pick something later on.
Yeah,
because
okay.
I think. Oh no, Soldier Bowl. Boy, the Shirelles. That'll be the oldie. I presume. But they're all a bit old, so I don't.
They're all
you know.
very old.
So 17.
Oh,
13.
how can we have that one? Baby, please don't go by the Sonny and Cher.
Oh, go on there.
And we can use that as the oldie.
Yeah, go on. Because we're missing one of the tracks
And we've
anyway.
also got a
so-
request for it.
Oh, I've got a request for my little niece.
Sorry,
my
mate?
little niece, my little great niece is on the pier. She's only 2. She'll have a request.
Oh, how old is she?
She's 2.
2, and what's her name?
Her name is Bunny.
Bunny.
Bunny and Grandad Billy Bob are on the pier.
Oh,
they're listening in America.
Okay.
You want to write it down?
No.
Right.
I don't think, not at this stage.
Come Monday.
We might.
Bunny and Grandad Billy
Probably
Bob.
got about 40 seconds left on
Bobby
this
and
moment.
Grandad Billy Bob.
Bunny and Grandad Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
So if you want to go straight to your ident and then talk, and then...
Well, yeah, I might.
and then you want to play that. So
No, I'll back announce Cliff, and then we'll go to that,
And
and
then-
then I'll come back to this,
Yeah, lovely stuff.
and then we go to that.
Okay. We're almost there.
No, keep mentioning the text number and the email.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Cliff Richard there, and that's on the beach. And the weather today in Harwich is almost good enough to go to the beach. Well, sort of not quite, but it's not too bad. 48 hours ago I was in Australia, and most certainly it was beach weather over there. But I only arrived on Wednesday morning, and I'm leaving again tomorrow night. So I'm a little bit jet lagged, so you'll have to excuse me for that. And if it goes suddenly quiet, you know I've probably fainted. Now, I was just talking to Mr. Cash. Oh, the Cash man's back. How are you?
Oh,
Dave,
all right.
come-
I thought
come
you were
in
going to. I thought when the silence is about because you're asleep.
Oh yeah, no, oh no, I faint.
Yeah. Do
yeah,
you?
Yeah,
Right
lag.
out.
Jet lag fainting. It's
Oh,
called.
do you want me to stay here just in case you faint?
Absolutely.
Will you faint if I hit you with this big stick?
No, but
Oh, okay.
I'll faint if you don't pay the bill for dinner tonight. It's Good Friday, and it's 22 minutes after 5 o'clock. BBC Pirate Radio Essex, and if you'd like to contact us and say hello, you can text us at BBC Pirate Essex. Sorry, darling, your head's in the rug. On 077 86 200 765. That's 077 86 200 765. So that's it. Now, we want to say hello to Bunny. Of course, it's Easter time, so you've got to say hello to Bunny. Bunny is down on the pier at the moment, and she's only 2 years old, and she's with Grandad Billy Bob. How fabulous is that? So you stay there for a while, Bunny, and we'll come and see you, and I hope it's a very happy Easter for you, and I hope that the wascally wabbit comes to you.
Pirate BBC Essex with Norman St. John on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave.
Yes, we're on 729, 765 and 1530 medium wave. And don't forget, of course, you can also email us at essexpirate at bbc.co.uk. So we'd love to hear from you. Keep them coming in. And right now we want to say hello to Jackie from, what's that, Billy K?
Billericay.
Oh, Billericay. Oh, I knew that. Hi Jackie, how are you? And she says, thanks to everybody, fantastic music, keep it coming, we most certainly will do that. And don't forget also at 1 o'clock, 11 to 1 tomorrow, Dave Cash is back with us, and that's going to be fabulous, and he'll have lots of fabulous music for you also. Right now we've got another request here. Can you play anything for Jim, Diane and family? Best wishes, Piggy. Hi Piggy, happy Easter to you, and I hope it's a great one. Johnny Rivers and I wash my hands in the muddy water. Right now we've got Maria and Hannah, who might have lost her. How old are you, Don? Oh, she's putting her fingers up, so I guess that must mean she's over 5. How old? 6? Or 4? 7? Oh, you're nearly a pensioner. Now, I've got you, Mother.
Yes.
Oh, this is Maria. Maria, would you fall in the sea?
No.
Did you get pushed?
No.
Something we don't know. What happened?
I went to go, well, we were going crabbing this evening, weren't we? And I went to go and fetch the water.
Have you ever been on radio before, Maria?
Only for competitions.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Well, next time you come, could you wear cleaner clothes? I mean, you're covered in mud, darling. How are you,
really?
Hannah's lost her voice, but Maria, Mum, is here, and I hope that you've got plenty of crabs, and you don't. You don't. I've never interviewed a lady before on radio that's had the crabs.
That's so bad.
15 and a half minutes before 7 o'clock. And don't forget, Keith Skues, Cardboard Shoes, will be along at 7. And thanks, Maria and Hannah. I'm sorry you lost your voice.
Well done.
Too bad, was it?
It wasn't too bad, was it?
No.
Painless. Painless. Thank you so much for doing it.
We're the doctor. We try to make the dentist. Everything is painless. But next time, don't wear such muddy clothes.
So when you come down, darling, if you turn the other way, all right, and just come down backwards. Is that all right?
And it's about time that we weren't here anymore, but I would like to thank you for your company today, and I would like to thank Kat for helping me tremendously by doing all this technical stuff here. It's really good. But we hope that you will join us again tomorrow. I'll be on between 1 and 3, and Keith Skues is coming up in just a few moments. Thanks, Kat, again. See you, everyone.
I got nothing. I thought it was program.
Right, that's what CD's at.
This will run for 2 minutes, so we're okay. We've got 2 minutes. Luxury.
We could run over.
Real good show, Sonny. Lots of music. It's track 2.
Yeah, track 2.
Lovely.
Sure, I'll get that on.
The Third Man was a wonderful movie, and requests on two-way family favourites came up for music from that movie, and this is one of the songs.
Okay? Consider that. She's older than what Skues played, isn't it?
Anton Karas and the Zither, I believe, and the Man theme, and a great request. I mean, it's lovely to hear that. He played some wonderful music, disappeared completely, but the music was sensational. We were puzzled by our next song. Is this the Bee Gees?
That's your CD back, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to play Sam and Dave next? That's on our list. Hold on, I'm coming. Otherwise, we sort of run out of music. Apart from
we're running out of music.
Well, we've got a couple of others, but these ones Tim's picked. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Going to a Go-Go.
Yeah.
You want to go for that?
Let's go for that.
Yeah.
Then we'll stick some of these and a special request. Thank you for that, for going to a go-go. 25 minutes to 11 o'clock. Dave Cash will be here at 11 this morning. Norman St. John at 1 this afternoon. Tony Blackburn at 3. And then Johnnie Walker, stand by for that at 6 tonight. Radio Caroline North was an interesting time to be broadcasting to the north of England, particularly Liverpool, when you knew for a fact that the Beatles and a number of other bands, not Jerry and the Pacemakers, but certainly the Beatles and the Big Three, and a number of others would do covers of songs by Chuck Berry. And you think, why Chuck Berry? Because Chuck Berry was coming into the United Kingdom, particularly into Liverpool, where he was a major star, but not into the United Kingdom certainly, but not getting the airplay at the local clubs that some of the Chuck Berry stuff was getting. And when you heard John Lennon and Paul McCartney do a Chuck Berry song, you'd think, oh wow. But there's nothing quite like the original, even though the Beatles' covers of some Chuck Berry songs were sensational. This is an original Chuck Berry.
I still get angry thinking about it, and I think I've hated politicians ever since. You know, because I think you don't actually care what's up. I'm never getting more letters about that. You don't need live jacks. You don't move. Sorry. He's got his own pass. He's dead. What? Thanks. Why stuff? What? No, it's a real dog. Stuff.
You're really imposters here, Blackburn.
Hello.
Bessie, how you doing? Good to see you.
I was just here last night actually, going back from Maidstone.
Well, I was arrested.
Really?
Arrested by the police when I came off.
You weren't late?
He's got a little smart.
There you are. Yeah. What do you think? It's stuffed. Unbelievable, look. It's actually interesting. God. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. I prefer yours. Oh, lovely. Yes. Big L was better. Wasn't it? Yeah, a little bit better, Big L. Yeah. What? Yeah, I like them both, but I prefer Big L actually. Oh, yeah. That was a better one. Yeah. Say hello to the stuffed dog.
Thank you. Oh, he's got his pass as well.
Right? Yeah.
He's very good then.
Sorry.
It's a guard dog, Tony.
Sorry?
It's a guard dog.
Well, it's not really, it's stuff. You think that'll guard? Yeah. No, it's very good. Very good.
There's two of us, Tony.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Arnold's got the record.
No problem.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah. I got some photographs with me later, a little treat.
Okay.
5 each. Yeah. Whoa! I don't really like to give them away, but...
What year was that taken?
What year was that? They are. Thank you. I think I've taken about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. Before I joined Smooth Radio, I've aged a lot since then. Yeah.
You looking forward to it?
To what? To what?
Talking, broadcasting.
Well, I've already done 3 hours
All
this
right.
morning. Yeah, I've been on Smooth Radio this morning. So I've done hours and hours and hours of it. I talked rubbish non-stop for the last 2 weeks.
For services to broadcasting, Mr.
Oh,
Tony
you.
Blackburn, welcome
Thank
to
you very
Pirate
much.
BBC.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Hold on there, Tony.
Yep, fine.
Well done. Lovely. Thank you. Hello, Tony Ray.
Oh, hello there.
Nice to
Hello
meet you
there.
again.
Hi.
I'll see you again.
Hi there.
So we'll go this way.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being on there.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah. Oh, you must
I don't remember being on Radio Caroline. I don't think it was me.
Yeah, it was, they were good
Yeah, I
old
do
days,
remember
they
it.
weren't
Yeah,
they?
very good fun,
That was
yeah.
when the Lady
Yeah.
Kent, do you remember the
I
boat used to
remember
come
the
out?
Lady Kent. Yeah, of course, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it was good. So.
Well, thanks for bringing them.
Yeah,
anyway.
well, I just
Thank
missed you when you came on, so
Yeah.
it's very nice of you to
Yeah.
let me come on.
Ah,
Yeah, that was
pleasure.
lovely.
Nice
Nice
meeting
to see
you.
you
Thanks,
again,
yeah.
anyway.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
We both went to
Big
Radio
up.
London within a month or so of each
Yeah,
other.
we did.
They
Yeah.
wanted to call you something else. They wanted to call you Mark Roman. Didn't
Yeah, they wanted to call me Mark Roman and become a member of the Roman Empire, and I didn't like that idea very much, you know, because it's,
Yeah, no.
you know, it's my proper name, and
Yeah.
I didn't fancy wearing the toga, to be honest with you.
Well, you would have looked very good in it, I'm
In
sure.
those days, yeah, not now.
This is Pirate BBC Essex on the air, where you're hearing things. Pirate BBC.
Yes, and with Tony Blackburn, of course.
John. To Andrew. Andrew, I'm fine, yeah. How are you now? Yeah, of course you may. Yes, of course you may.
I've just got a nip in the shop there. Just hang on.
I'm supposed to be going.
Hello.
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Well done, John. You're really daft. To see
I realise.
You want a quick
Right, so you don't remember the Pirates? That's all right. Excellent song. Hey, Johnny. Johnny, hey, how are you? Johnny
very
Walker's
well.
here, mate.
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah?
You're all Hey, what is all this?
My cheering section.
What is all this? I better explain that Johnny's in you're in a sort of a, what is this outfit? This is terrific.
I believe you call it a frock coat with a velvet collar and velvet trousers.
Is this what you normally go around in shopping or what?
No, back in 1967, I was actually knighted and became Sir Johnnie Walker.
Yeah.
So I
This
bought
was in your mind, was it?
So
It's a strange place, your mind.
I bought this to go with the title.
Oh, really?
So I thought, you know, I should look like a gent.
I think it's magnificent.
Thank you.
I think you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Because normally, I don't mean to take this the wrong way. Normally, you're pretty scruffy. But today,
I mean, normally I look like you, Tony.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Hey, you're looking forward. Isn't it a lovely day we've got here?
It's fantastic. Great Spirit has been good to us.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And you've been drinking something or not?
No.
There's not on board there, I tell you.
That's for later on in the hotel.
Lovely. So you're on at 6 o'clock?
I believe so.
And you're also on Radio 2 as well?
Yeah.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
going out on BBC Essex and Radio 2.
Yeah. We got some of the big cheeses up there as well, the big Grand Fromage.
I believe so.
Yes, indeed. And, well, it doesn't he look magnificent, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely. And Johnny will be on at 6 o'clock through till 9 o'clock.
Mrs. Walker's here, looking very 60s.
Who is this?
This is Mrs.
Mrs. Walker, of course it is. I didn't recognise you like that.
How are you? I know.
How did you manage to marry a kid like that?
I've been very fortunate.
Yes, indeed. Yes. My wife is, of course, we're both the same. My wife is 17 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I just hope she can keep up with me.
Now who's being delusional?
Exactly. I work on memory. I don't know about you. Anyhow.
You carry on.
All right.
You do an excellent job.
I tell you what, should we play a record?
Yeah, that might be
I'd like
nice.
to, if you don't mind, dedicate this to you.
Thank you. Well done, boys. That was great. Would you care to step aboard, Mrs. Walker?
Hello. Hi. How are you? Well, see, I didn't recognise you in that stuff. Yeah, fantastic.
See you.
How are you?
Great to see you. See you later.
This elephant's gay, says Pole. A Polish politician has criticised his local zoo for buying an elephant who turned out to be gay. Nino prefers male companions and won't procreate, says Polzan Zoo. Michael Grease, the local councillor, says we didn't pay $11 million for Europe's largest elephant house to have a gay elephant live there.
What's his name, Tom?
Come on, Tim, you can do it.
Carry on, man.
Come on, man.
Get on with it.
Get on with the sport. Remember your clock finish. You got 20 seconds.
You can do this, you know.
You can.
Sport. Use it.
Nice part of the world. Originally I bought it when I was working in Sheffield. I said about the
Yeah, we played on our 50s.
Good afternoon at 2.5 minutes past 1 o'clock on a sunny Easter Sunday afternoon. Hello everybody, this is Tom Edwards live before your very eyes and ears if you're watching us on the internet right around the world, 24 hours a day. Must say, hearing Mitch Murray's Skyliner signature tune, which was my theme all those years ago, I'm sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, in a great big pool of nostalgia. So happy to be here. I must say, being on the internet around the world is something we guys 45 years ago never really dreamed about. So thanks for being there. Thank you for listening to Pirate BBC Essex, and here's what we've got for starters. We're on.
We're on. We're rocking and a rolling. How inappropriate. Yesterday, man, Tom.
Yes.
Yesterday's man.
Little goodie from Tom's Cobweb Corner there, which we play quite a lot on Radio City, on the old Shivering Sands towers out on the Thames Estuary. Can you believe that those old Maunsell wartime towers, which were used as anti-aircraft gun towers, still stand to this very day? And I think they'll still be standing long after I've gone. And one of my last wishes in my long life, I suppose, is really to see the Shivering Sands towers just one more time. Don't forget, folks, it's Tom Edwards here on Pirate BBC Essex on 729, 765 and 1530 metres medium wave. We're also online, and you can see us live before your very eyes on bbc.co.uk/Essex. Also, love to hear from you. Our text number is 07786 200 765. That's 07786 2000765. You can also email us. The internet is a marvellous piece of technology. It's essex.pirate@bbc.co.uk. Many thanks indeed to John from Beckenham, who said hello. Look forward to hearing you again. Keep on bopping, Tom. I fully intend to do that. Also dedication to Jean up there in the little village of Heckington, where I live in Lincolnshire. Also hi to Rick Hatton and his wife Angie and their two beautiful little daughters. That's Amy and Elise. Also hi to Dave, Jay, Tom and John. Dave, John, Jay and Tom, who are certainly mothers' minders. They've really made this weekend for us. So don't forget, once again, we're on 729, 765 and 1530 metres medium wave. Got the message? That's Lulu! And shout, Little Miss Dynamite. And I say, ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, if you've ever had the chance of seeing Lulu live on stage, don't miss out on the opportunity. She's great. But I moved from the LV18, walked the plank. I'm now here on Halfpenny Pier. We've got loads of people here. The sun is shining. Happy Easter to you all. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, for coming to meet us all again. You've been a faithful audience for over 40 years, and I'm going to bow to you and say I am most humbled by that. You've shown me photographs and memories which have got me a little bit teary-eyed at one point, so thank you very much indeed for the memories. So if I may, if you're not going to be too bashful, I'm going to come over and say hello to one or two people. This lady is from Colchester. Don't run away. Don't run away from a microphone. It's not going to bite you. Whereabouts are you from?
Colchester.
Okay, and you're a great pirate radio fan?
I do listen to quite a bit, yes.
Tell me what your memories are of all those years ago.
Well, just beautiful days, lovely.
And what kind of music do you like?
Anything and everything.
Okay, so you're a happy lady here. Thanks for coming down to visit us. Hands up, who would like me to talk to them? Who's got something to say? This is where everybody goes very bashful. Yes, sir. You've got your hand up. I'll have a bit of that ice cream when you're finished with it, by the way. What's your name, sir?
My name's Pete. I came all the way from Oxfordshire.
Okay, and you're a great pirate radio fan. What was your favourite radio station?
I just liked Radio Caroline and then Radio London and then back to Caroline when London closed down.
Okay, that was quite a sad day for all of us back in August of 1967, because Johnny and Robbie Dale and RWB and I think it was Spangles Muldoon carried on with Radio Caroline. Did you stick with Radio Caroline or did you tune in to us guys who defected? In fact, we've gone back on to Terra Firma on the BBC.
I stayed with Caroline until '68 and then I switched to Radio Veronica. Still
Oh,
go to the BBC.
okay.
A real pirate.
Okay. I think we've got to say once again, because he's right by my side here, is Steve Scroot and Tim Gillett. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody who's involved in BBC Pirate. Thank you very much indeed. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Georgina.
And whereabouts are you from?
Parkston.
Okay, we didn't have to. Oh, come a long way, dear. Come a long way, dear. So, who's your favourite disc jockey out of all of us? What was the name again?
Tom Edwards.
Thank you.
Well read, madam.
Yes.
I always listen to you.
Right, whereabouts are you from, sir?
Pembroke.
Okay, I used to live in Whitstable in Kent when I worked on Radio City. We used to catch a little fishing trawler, ship, dinghy, whatever it was, out onto those towers. I remember that. Yeah, so are you up here for the whole of the weekend? Okay. Well, I'm so delighted because the sun is just beating down. It's absolutely great. Shall we go back on board and play some music or do some more chat? You tell me, you're the boss. Right, let's have a record, Ian, please. I've forgotten what it was, but let's have a record, please. Of course you can. Thank you. Live here on the Halfpenny Pier, right alongside the LV18, which is our home for the whole of this Easter Bank holiday weekend. We've got a fabulous crowd here, all marvellous pirate radio enthusiasts again. I'm very humbled, and I think it's absolutely great that those of you who have come to see us. It's really more than I can take in. We've got a gentleman here. We're going to deviate away from pirate radio because you're talking about our television announcing days when you can actually see the announcer in vision. What's your name, sir?
Dave Randall.
And whereabouts are you from, Dave?
Stevens in Hertfordshire.
Okay, and sort of your memories of pirate radio. We'll talk about television. What kind of stations are you listening to?
Everything. Because I used to listen to Radio City now and again.
Right.
I used to listen to London and Caroline. And Essex and what else stations were there?
So that dial was going all over the place.
Turning around all the way, yeah.
Right. And you've just reminded me about my time, a long time after I left pirate radio, I joined the BBC for many years, then I went to Thames Television as one of the in-vision announcers, for those people who can remember that, with the likes of Diddy David Hamilton and Peter Marshall.
He hasn't changed, has he?
No. And I'm sorry that the in-vision announcers have all disappeared, all presentation has beamed up, or am I being old-fashioned?
You can look on YouTube, you can find things on YouTube. I think there is a video of you on YouTube.
And I didn't have any grey hair in those days. I remember once I had Libby, my friend, to camera, they had a program feed which went down for 6 minutes and I had to ad lib. 6 minutes, folks. May not sound a long time, believe me it is. Now here's a gentleman who tells me... Hello, sir.
I used to listen to you in the very old days when I was about 14 or 15 on Radio City.
Oh, right, on 299 meters.
On a very scratchy old radio.
It was scratchy in those days.
And you used to close down at 7 o'clock at night.
Did we?
Yes.
Your memory is better than
You
mine.
used to play a very long jazz lesson for about 10 minutes and close down.
Yeah, and I think we went beyond that actually to
You got a better transmitter in the end.
Yes, we did.
I remember you on the last night and you say, when wake up in the morning, we won't be here.
That's right.
That's the night you closed down.
The record I think I played right at the end of Radio City was Shirley Bassey singing The Party's Over.
I think
so
you're right.
hopefully we'll try and play that.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's nice to enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And this gentleman, where are you from?
Hello, Tom. I'm William. I'm from Colchester. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are your memories of Pirate Radio?
Well, I can remember several things involving Radio City, because that was always known as the mast with the most.
Yes, the Tower of Power.
Correct. Swinging Radio England, where Roger Day started, of course.
Yeah.
I used to take Tony, don't tell everybody, please, I used to take Tony Blackburn to bed. Well, you had a little tally in those days. You used to listen under the blankets, didn't you? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And they were great times. I remember Radio North Sea International. And the one thing it's done for me, really, is it gave me some great inspiration. And I'm now involved sort of in an amateur way, if you like, where we like to think professional, with a hospital radio station in Colchester. So I'm going to give that a quick tout and say hello to Hospital Radio Colchester. And that's what's inspired me, really.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that. Thank you very much indeed. Big round of applause for this gentleman. Right, thank you very much. And back to some music. Thank you, folks.
Well done, everybody.
Thank you.
Lovely. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Plus another 40 on top. Only kidding. Anyway, thanks for listening in. Tried not to make too many mistakes. Thanks for all the emails and the texts we're getting. And try to get involved tomorrow, because tomorrow is kind of the last day in its history, and everybody's going to be here. And it's just, I think it's going to be absolutely a great thing. I might even sneak back on and say a few words. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to leave you with this song that I was asked to sing on and come along and appear on. And it's called, if you listen carefully, towards the little end, you'll hear whistling and clapping. Well, that whistling's me. And it was myself, Graham Nash, and then Mick Jagger and everybody else. And here it comes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was all we cared about was what club we were going to go to after this. That was the most important thing.
If you want that, that's the only interviews on there.
All right. What did he do with the hello, how are you? I think he's taking that.
What's that?
Right. Does he cut that in there?
Well, it's the Radio Atlantis crew taking over. Power at BBC Radio Essex. I was very pleased actually, just come on board. We unloaded the supplies from the tender. Actually particularly pleased because I actually found 15 cartons of Chocomel. That's actually sort of cans of chocolate. I'm going to be sort of living on that for the next couple of weeks while we're anchored out here. I'm a little bit worried though because there's no Heineken. And also, we've got to eat chicken for the next 3 weeks.
Chicken and chips?
Chicken, yeah, it's not clever. It's not clever. And if I remember correctly, this was one of the big songs from 1974 as well. First Class and Beach Baby.
Beautiful.
So the next bit I've got, you haven't actually got a running order. What you've got is what's on the CD there. That's the running order. So, well, no, don't worry. That's.
He's a rebel, we're a rebel. We are Pirate BBC Essex doing the rebel thing, and I got a rebel out there as well. Anytime you're ready for him. He's been cooking dinner. Lots of love from Debbie. Do it for my husband, she said. All right, where's his name? Norman! Norman, all right.
So to all your listeners out there, due to ongoing investigation and inquiries with us at Essex Police, radio presenter Mr. Keith Skues, unfortunately, is not here at the moment. We're speaking to him with regards to displaying an illegal car sticker promoting pirate radio. So tonight, we are your hosts. And the show I think we call now is the B and Kennedy Show. We want Keith! We want Keith! We want Keith! We want Roscoe!
Come back, Roscoe!
We want Keith! Wow, that was our lovely Cilla Black there, and You're My World. I hope you all enjoyed that. Before that was King of the Road by Roger Miller, and before that our favourites, obviously the Beatles. Can't Buy Me Love. Hello.
They've let me out. They've let me out. They've let me out.
Wow.
Hello, it's Cardboard
Hello.
Shoes here. Cardboard Shoes. We haven't met. Yes, we have. We met on Friday.
We
Thursday?
have met. Yes.
Hello, you're
Hello,
Rachel.
yeah.
I am. Yeah, it's Cardboard Shoes. For the benefit of any new listeners, of which there are millions on a Sunday night, on Friday I was sitting quite happily doing my programme, and about 3 minutes to 9 there was a police siren, and then I looked round and these two young ladies, I thought possibly they weren't police officers, there were other people dressed up as police officers, but one of them flashed a warrant and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm in trouble here. And apparently I had a pirate radio sticker in my car, which apparently is illegal under the Marine Etc. Broadcasting Offences Act, well, of 1967. I thought this was a bit strange, that in Harwich, two young ladies would spot a pirate radio sticker. Anyway, I was taken off the ship, and as I went off the ship, mysteriously a piece of music called They're Coming to Take Me Away, Ha Ha, arrived very quickly, and I thought, oh, come on, this is a setup. They've got Skues again. Every time I come here, they get me somebody. But you've done a wonderful spoof. I don't need you to admit you thought it up, but somebody did, obviously. And just thank you very much for making a lot of people laugh. And yesterday, when hundreds of people came along to the pier, they were all asking, were you in the cell last night? Did they give you blankets? Did you have breakfast? But it was, ladies and gentlemen, well, we got there eventually. It took a long time with the sun setting, and unfortunately it was dark by the time we heard the record. But never mind, this is live wireless, for goodness sake. Some emails which have flooded in, thank you very much for those. Somebody called Borby says, brilliant, about time you were gotted. What a great start to the show. One day you must really write your memories. No chance. Well, he got 3 memories, and they all happened on Pirate BBC Essex every 2004, 2007, and this year. Anyway, Phil Brooker lives up in Mexborough in Yorkshire, and he says, great to hear you lurking locally in Harwich, and that the ladies have let you out. I've hidden my radio under the bed just in case. Great sounds and many happy memories of Caroline, London, 270, and loads of other stations as well. Ronnie in Cromer was a bit concerned when the programme started at 9 o'clock this evening. He said, where has Keith gone at the start of the programme? But he's looking forward to enjoying the rest of it now. It was a spoof, Ronnie. Some girls who had a little joke, police officers, and got me, basically, and that was it. But it was fun. It was fun. Valerie in Carlton Colville, greetings to you, and you say, congratulations, Scusi, on 50 years of broadcasting. Yeah, I have 50 years, and I still haven't got the flipping hang of it. I still make mistakes. But as one of the ladies said to me today when I was chatting, it wouldn't be a shame, would it, Scusi, if you didn't fall off your chair or something went wrong. It's not making the mistakes that we are concerned about. It's how you get out of them. And you don't always do that, do you? But when you've got an audience, you're much better. Well, I'll see what we can do next week if we can rustle up an audience, get them off the street and see where we are. Right, this one comes from Germany, from a Big L, an old Big L fan of Wolfgang Wulchholz. Guten Abend, wie geht's, mein Herr? Alles gut? Ja, danke. Pardon? After having finally succeeded not only listening to the Pirates, but taping your fantastic programmes, a big hello to you and the rest of the gang. Please forward my best wishes to all in somewhere or other, and the best of luck to a good friend of mine in Gloucester, who doesn't want his name mentioned, Stuart Russell. That's STUARTRUSSELL. Stuart Russell. No, don't mention his name. We did quite well up here. Lots of chockies and biscuits and all sorts of things that have come. Which reminds me, I've not had a meal tonight. There's some biscuits downstairs. Too busy working out my ad libs tonight, so we'll eat later. Scuesy, you got a parking ticket? Fancy getting snaffled again, says Irene in Lee in northwest England. What a fantastic weekend. Let's hope it can be a regular occurrence. Please say hi to my wonderful friend Steve and the family. They're listening in Wichita. Do you know, I knew a lineman who lived over there some time ago. Hopefully enjoying it as much as I am. Thanks so much to each and every one of you. Irene, northwest England. Last night what's this? Julia in Little Wakering in Essex. Last night I offered poor Arnold a home. He's getting pushed from pillar to post. Let him come home, please. Big hi. Was I supposed to scan? Big hi to all my friends listening. Helen in Los Angeles, Anne in Windsor, Lynn in Sandlin, Baz in Bearstead, and Jackie in Thundersty. With lots of love from Julia. Talking of Wichita, would you believe, listening to you from Wichita, Kansas in the United States of America, I really enjoy these broadcasts. It is, in 2 words, wonderful radio. Could you please say hello from me to Irene, Ella and Holly in Lancashire tonight? Thank you so much. And a couple of text messages which have come in. I don't really understand text, so it might be a bit gobbledygook. The first one is, been in permanent station. Enjoying the whole week, some great music. Can't the BBC Don't think they can. Any chance of some Marty Wilde records? All the best from Trevor the Anorak in Blackheath in London. I'll pass that on to the Director General of the BBC and see if we can do something about that. Good Music King. You our fellow jocks are...
Good Music King Keith.
Oh, I see. I don't understand this. What?
You.
Have you got a microphone?
Yes, I got one.
Can you read that
for me?
for me?
Good music, King Keith.
Yeah.
You and your fellow jocks are the stars, not the listeners. Many thanks for giving the holiday to entertain the listeners with such good music. I wish you could broadcast for good on the boat, not just the holiday. From Tony in Barking.
Mad.
Barking. Dear, oh dear. Mr. Blackburn was quite a sight here. Was it yesterday, Ken?
It was,
yeah. It was. He got an amazing reception and was reunited with Arnold, who's here in the studio, and he'll be barking throughout the programme, I gather. OK, folks, let's move on musically, and it's Peter and Gordon right now with World Without Love. Right. We've got an identification, what they call it, coming up at 10 o'clock, which will tell us it's 10 o'clock, but I've got 2 minutes to waffle, and I'm not much good at talking. But I'm absolutely over the moon that a gentleman's just arrived on the ship who's my boss, so I can't be rude about him tonight, as I have been over the last 2 or 3 nights. David Clayton. The rumour going around was that he was going to make me walk the plank at 1 o'clock in the morning, but the rumour also is that he's got to be back in Norfolk by that time. But David, a very warm welcome to the LV18. We shall be having you working here doing some radio programmes.
I did a programme in 2004, Scuesy. I came
remember
over
it
ship,
well.
And I did my favourite hits of Summer '67, and it was lovely. And very happy to be here tonight. And most of the people in the region might know that we've got a special programme about you coming up soon, called, as you called it, Skues Unearthed.
Well, you just said coming up.
Well, it's soon. It's soon. It's tomorrow.
That will be coming up as in
Unearthed. Yes. It's actually called Skues Uncovered, and it's the secret world. I've uncovered some bits about Keith Skues, everyone, that you haven't known. So watch out for it on your local radio station. It's on BBC Norfolk tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and I think Lincolnshire as well.
Excellent. And on other stations, you'll find it in the radio. Is it advertised in the Radio Times?
If anything is, it probably will be, yes. So Skues Uncovered, OK?
OK. I always look at the Radio Times just to see if I'm working next week, you see.
And are you?
What date is it next week? It's really great that one's boss should come all these hundreds of miles to make sure that one of his lads is working here, then it's not all pre-recorded. Anyway, it's a great setup, very complicated, very technical, and I'm very grateful that Jonathan's come onto the microphone. You're a Lincolnshire lad.
I am, yes.
And you were BBC through and through. In fact, you all trained us when the new technical gizmos came about, when we got rid of the old 78s and we got, you know, proper gramophone records, and then it all moved on to Star Wars.
And my word, have I got some news for you, Keith.
Have you?
Yes. Oh, gosh. There's some more new stuff coming.
Oh, no, no. How many years did it take me to learn? And I still haven't got the hang of it.
8 years.
8 years,
Yep.
and I still haven't got the hang of it
No.
all. Oh, no, not more new stuff. Oh, dear. Will records, gramophone records come back ever?
Never. Well, only your thoughts.
Well, I've got a wind-up gramophone at home. That's why I do the programme periodically from home, and I've got a lot of records to play. Oh, dear. Right, well, thanks for that good news. Have you got any bad news for us?
I'm working on it.
Indeed. Are you a presenter as well?
I am. I do this job, yeah. As you know, I was on at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
You should have been there.
Well, why weren't you head in Lincolnshire? Did they not want to hear you?
I often present in Lincolnshire with the current Mrs. Taylor.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
And the programme is called?
Richard and Judy.
Richard and Judy? Really? I bet you've got more listeners than the television
It's
programme.
called Sue and JT when we do it.
Is it right?
Yeah.
And tell us what day that's on.
It's not. We do it occasionally.
Oh, I see.
Mrs. Taylor is a presenter. She does 9 to 12 Saturday morning and Sunday morning on Radio Lincolnshire.
Ooh.
And sometimes I join her if we do a weekday programme.
And you'll be joining her when all this new technical equipment comes in?
Possibly, yes.
All right, well, we all got to go on
I'll be giving
courses.
home training sessions.
Have we got to go on all courses and things like we did last time?
It'll be just the same as last time.
You remember me the first time,
I
don't you?
do very, very well.
I went back, how many times? Was it 27?
You seem to come most evenings.
And the daytimes as well. Would you like to start the next gramophone record,
I'd be
please?
delighted. What is it?
I'm the clue.
Oh,
I
I
thought
do.
you got
I'll
the
tell you what
running
it is
order
then.
there.
It's Jackie Trent and
Oh!
Where Are You Now, My Love?
It's marvellous. You can see it stitched together seamlessly, can't you? I just, you know.
I have a clue what I'm going to say next.
Well done, Scusi.
I'm glad you're not here because you might think, you thought, I pay him to bloody do research
No,
and
it's
sort it all
marvellous.
out.
No, I think this is what it should sound like.
Yeah.
In fact, I shall drive home now, probably listening to it, Scusi.
David, would you like to buy a light ship?
A light ship. Ah, do you know I've got
Get it up to
one? Well, you can't sail these around very much, can you?
No, we have to show it. So anything's possible.
Well, I thought there was one moored on the river in Norwich.
There is. I think it hasn't got a lantern, but there is one up there.
Oh, we'll just take the 18 off yours and put it on there and pretend you're there.
I think we should put a radio studio on the one on the river in Norwich and do it all over again. Yeah.
There's another radio DJ, Tony Prince, would have said, what a belting voice. Yes, a fine belting voice it is too. There you go, that was, oh, stop it. Oh, he's back.
Getting warmed up with Sam and Dave. Right on. Good man, wrong button. That was me. I know. I'm used to it. Going through the news that you can use. Getting your emails together, your texts, and a little bit later on we will be out on the pier. And let me make it perfectly clear. You can see it on your webcam, and I'll show you out on the pier. But the Emperor's Royal Sabre will be given away to someone, as well as a bunch of prizes we brought all the way across the Atlantic. So that's all coming up a little bit later on. We will ask you to perform a few duties for us. Perfectly clean, I can assure you. And that will be on the pier. You will not shed a tear. You'll be having some fun. So 1 till 3, we're here. Ray's doing the mixes and things like that because, well, he's been rather bored since last night. He said to me, how early can I wake up and go to work? And I said, Ray, well, you join me. It's going to be just fine. You've had Paul Burnett, of course. Nobody does it better than Paul. And, well, we tried to mess him up and he just held on to control. What can I tell you? That's the way he is. So we'll really get through everything, and I'm going to be giving you all the information you need to stay in touch with us. And I'm kind of excited because it's the first time since I got here that I'm doing something in daylight, so I can actually see what's going on. Visibility down about 3 inches now, so it's improving. The sun is coming. This is the Yank who can crank. Put a little sun on your bun, and we're going righteous right now. Stand by! Deep. Yeah.
Whose was it? Whose is this?
Mine.
I don't know. Did Mark sign it?
He signed it, yeah. Thank you.
Mark Wesley's coming along now, so you want to...
Right, okay.
All right.
Choose.
Is that a movie camera?
Rose in the middle.
Rose.
Do you have to turn it on? Do you have to turn it? Do you have to turn it on? Yes.
Sorry about this, Paul. Can't hold this for much longer. You get 3 Roscoes for one of those. Which is Roscoe?
Enough of that.
Please do something here. Hang on a sec. Oh, yeah. All right, lads.
All of the day and all of the night, the PA system has returned to normal. And once again, good afternoon, everybody! Hey! Oh, there is a God. Okay. You know what it's like up there. You know, things, they rock and they roll. And it's so nice of you to come down and visit us. In California, when they get groups of bikes together, bikes, scooters, whatever, a group of people, there's a reason for it. What was your reason? Just fun or...?
It's the social side of it and the class of the scooter, of course, nostalgia.
Good.
And just general good company of the guys that are included.
Excellent. Well, thank you for having a few words with us. And I see Lambretta here. And I don't see Vespa anywhere, so we won't mention the dreaded... We won't mention the V word.
We'll talk about the drunken camels.
Thank you so much for live radio as we continue doing it. Now, where are my giveaways? Who believes in free as opposed to working for it? Free. I see. Well, you see, where I come from, you've got to work for it. So I have asked Raimondo to play a song you probably heard before, and if you are singing along and I hear you singing in tune, you will be a winner. So up there at that window, right, anytime, play a song everybody knows. I think you've heard this one in a pub somewhere. Bring that PA system up!
I hope Silver Line. I hope Silver Line.
You're everywhere, nowhere, baby. That's where you're at. It's the easy part. Going down the bumpy hillside in your heavy hat,
Roscoe,
driving round the country. They're so quiet.
And getting fat
like no cash.
And you ride up flat.
Now give me volume.
It's high home, silver lining. And where you go, well, baby, I see your sun is shining. And I will make a fuss, though it's obvious. Should David, they'll wait at me. Anything you want is yours now. Only love is for free. Lies are gonna get you someday. Just wait and see. So open up your beach umbrella while you're watching TV, and it's hi-ho, silver lining. Everywhere you go, well, baby, I see your sun is shining. So I will make a fuss, though it's obvious. One more.
So I rang him and I sort of said,
they should rang the wrong side. And it's hi-ho, silver linings, and the way you go, well, baby, I see your sun is shining. No, I will make a fuss. No, it's obvious.
Between you two, so you better. And it's
hi-ho, silver linings.
And we've mentioned Radio London. We're talking about this as being one of the last records Dave ever played.
Yes.
And we were just saying while this was playing, you and I, we are almost in tears here because it is a very emotional song.
It is, and you can't help it. You've got Ham Jones boy singing it, you know. He's got a bit of emotion in him, you know.
It's like this. Here we go again. Clive Rogers emailed in. Thanks to Steve, all the technicians, Tim, Ian, Chris, all the old pirate DJs. Many have come to count of as friends. That's nice, isn't it? From Chris Rogers, who I think is going to be, Clive Rogers, sorry, who's going to be our last emailer on Pirate BBC Essex this time.
Wow. But thank you, everybody who has got involved in it. You've met the Backroom Boys over the last hour or so, and so many guests that we've had come in and whatnot. And also thank everybody who has turned up here at the Halfpenny Pier in Harwich, because we really did enjoy speaking to you. Can you have your picture taken? Come on! Pope and Catholic come to mind. You know, of course we did. We had a grand time, and I hope we can do it all again very soon.
Can we have one more blow of the ship's horn?
Oh, please, yes!
It's a devotional time, and we do hope that you've enjoyed the previous 4 days here from Pirate BBC Essex. Dave, your very final thoughts just before we play the last song?
I think I'd just like to look forward to doing it all again next year.
They're your final thoughts?
Yes.
Okay. From all of us here in Harwich,
Hi, it's Freddie Amy. Hi there. Woo!
That's the join to FM. So now we really are completely closed off. Oh.
Oh, hi guys. We're running now.
You got all these shots.
Swimming pool never come by that remark.
You want to know what we were laughing at 4 o'clock this morning?
Well, Tony's got a whole pile of Radio London stuff in there.
It was quite flat.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm missing the story. So you get, are you never the establishment? You were the guy who was shit. Yeah, they've got on a
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.